Alright, what's going on, guys? This is gonna be like my first Warcraft 3 replay commentary series. This series is gonna be kind of similar to like my, snap map series, where like I go behind my maps and kind of talk about my thought process. But instead of my Doom snap map stuff, this is gonna be like Warcraft 3 gameplay. So all of these games that you're seeing is actually me playing. Just playing like ladder matches or custom game matches. It's mostly going to be like, either 2v2 or 4v4s, because I love playing 2v2s. That's always been like my favorite game mode to play for Warcraft 3. I think the main reason why I like it is because I like the teamwork aspect. Out of all like the team-based modes, it's definitely like the most skill-based one, because as much I enjoy playing like 4v4s, where it's really like fun and chaotic, and there's like a lot of like flexibility with like strategies and stuff, but sometimes I kind of want something a bit more, competitive.
Ready to work.
And this is where like 2v2 really starts to shine. And what else? Yeah, 2v2 was always like my favorite mode. I also used to play a lot of 1v1s too, so I think that's kind of like why I like 2v2s, because I always consider like 2v2s to be kind of like the team-based mode for like solo players. And for anybody who aren't like too familiar with Warcraft 3, solo is generally like the most skill-based mode for Warcraft 3. It definitely like helps you improve like your individual skills if you play like a lot of 1v1s.
Ready for action.
And all that stuff. But yeah, so this is like a 2v2 random team match, typical ladder match. And let me tell you something, this match was pretty awful, but it was also pretty like intense at the same time. First of all, my teammate, man, like, I'm not trying to sound mean here, but this is just kind of like how it is with like 2v2s in Warcraft 3. And it's just crazy, like ever since I came back to this game, things have definitely changed. Like, I've gotten used to like a lot of like the new patches and all that stuff. But holy crap, man, like, there are still like a lot of players that just kind of annoy me when I play 2v2s. Like, that was kind of like one of the main reasons why I didn't like playing like 2v2s on a random team back in the day at times, and I prefer to play it on a ranged team where you could like play with a friend. And it's so much better when you can play it with a friend, because you could actually like trust them and all that stuff. But yeah, basically this match is kind of like fair because my teammate, he wasn't that great, but also this guy, I started to realize this team player, he wasn't that great either once I kind of like played through the map. And I'll eventually like tell you what I mean and all that stuff. But okay, so let me kind of talk about the thought process of this first like introduction of the game here. So I've pretty much like the standard human build order, nothing special, but you'll kind of realize like at the beginning of the map I scouted for this base. The main reason why I scouted here is because I wanted to know if this was like, like a human player. I knew like at the beginning of the match we were gonna fight one human and one random, and the random player ended up being an orc player. So right when I realized I was fighting an orc player, I decided not to do this camp here, because generally in Twisted Meadows I want to get my Archmage to level 2 ASAP, and if I do this camp I can get to level 2 really quickly. The main reason why I did not do this camp, because orc players, they tend to like to harass human players, and look how close like his base is, to mine. So I'm like, screw it, I'm not gonna do this camp. I decided to use my scout peasant and decided to make the scout farm. The whole purpose of a scout farm is to kind of like create information, and you'll see what I mean by that. And it's also a good sense of distraction. So I decided to abandon this camp and decided to go kind of like this one and this creep route right here, because if I kill like these two creep camps, if you would say, I'll get hit to level 2. Alright, so let's start off the replay. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of like it's a very simple creep camp if you're not like too familiar with like Warcraft 3. And this is, for those who never like played Warcraft 3, it's kind of like Dota, League of Legends. except like there's like base building and more like RTS mechanics. And it's funny that I'm kind of like using Dota and League as a reference point, because this is the game that actually spawned both like League of Legends and Dota. Like the original Dota was like a mod for like Warcraft 3, just like how like Team Fortress was a mod for Quake. Well, anyways, in this game, there it is. You see, I knew like this guy was gonna like harass me, and that was like a little indicator to let me know like how far he is compared to me. And right now I know that he's trying to go for my peasant, so I'm trying to get him killed here, trying to like lead him to his death. The main reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want him to get experience. So here I go. So this is where it gets interesting. I was thinking about like, okay, if he actually attacks my base, I could tell he's definitely a good player and he knows what he's doing. But if he doesn't, that means I could tell he might not be as experienced as I think he is. Right here, I'm trying to go for this camp. If he did attack me, I might have to like abandon this camp here, because like look at this, my base is like completely vulnerable. There's no like peasants around my base. And what's great about like the human race is like with the workers, with like these peasants guys, you can actually temporarily make them into like militias, so they can actually be like, you know, soldiers, kind of like these guys, although they're not as good, but it's more for like a defensive purpose. So okay, so right here, I was trying to like, you know, camp this little creep spot here, and I noticed he didn't attack my base, so I'm like, okay, that's good. He decided to go for my farm, which is a mistake, because he should have went for like my base. Because if he went for my base, I would have not gotten to level 2 with my Archmage here. So I lose my food supply, which is kind of like your unit population. It's all good, don't worry about it. I kind of like, I'm really close to like getting to tier 2. And for those who don't know like what tier 2 is, it's kind of like your level of tech. Like once you kind of like get like this building here to like the next building, you get more access to like units and buildings and upgrades and all that stuff. So here it is, the classic orc human harass type of situation. I'm actually feeling pretty good here, because you know, like I said, as long as I get my hero to level 2, I'm pretty happy. And this is where I started to freak out, and I was like, oh crap, look at this, they're doing a full out rush. And I basically tell my teammate like, hey man, they're rushing me here, I could use your help. And I had a feeling like, Blue, he was gonna quick expand. So for people who don't like understand Warcraft 3, quick expand is kind of like a little technique that a lot of human players do. They'll basically like they'll grab their soldiers, grab like a decent amount of their workers, and they'll pretty much like creep one of like these gold mines here. And once they're done creeping this gold mine, they'll basically make like a second base to get like double income. So right here, I kind of had a feeling, you know, that Blue was going to do that, because it seems like every human player that I fight, 90% of the time, always like do a quick expansion. So I was a little bit worried here, because I noticed like, you know, we didn't really have any like, you know, second base. So we were definitely behind Econ here. And yeah, I get attacked really bad here. 2 players attacking my base. Here's my teammate, not really doing anything. And right here, I'm asking myself like, man, what's my teammate doing here? Oh yeah, this is pretty brutal here, see? And Teal, he wanted to kill my Archmage so bad. See, I was getting annoyed. I was like, come on dude, what's going on? OMW means on my way. Share, so you can actually like share unit commands and all that stuff. I decided to do it. I don't really know if that really helped out, but whatever, I just decided to do it. So there it is, my backup is finally here. Luckily he managed to make, he made the blue hero TP, which is Town Portal. Basically, it's like, the item is pretty self-explanatory. It's an item that allows you to like teleport your hero and your groups of units to like
Our forces are under
to
attack.
like a town hall, right? Or like the main building of the base of a player. So there it is. My teammate is finally here for the rescue, but unfortunately I was badly damaged.
Ready for action.
Look, I lost so many of my workers, so I knew like my units, my what is it, my upgraded units, my upgraded tech was all going to be like super delayed. So I was really stressed out that like blue had a quick expansion, so I decided to send a scout footman, and I had a feeling he was gonna have a second base, and I was right. There it is. See,
Upgrade complete.
I tell my teammate on the ping.
Ready for action. Job's done.
So this was not good here.
Job's done.
See, he's building up towers, and that's what I said right here. I said like, man, we gotta like push on blue, man. We gotta like attack him before he gets these towers up here, but it's kind of too late. And I was trying to defend here. So this is like a little upgrade for my footmans. These guys are kind of like my standard soldiers. It allows them to kind of like use their shields to protect them from projectile-based targets like this. But dang, man, even if we pushed, I think blue, he already had enough towers to kind of like really defend himself here. So this is kind of like a what is it? The tavern is a place where you could buy like a second hero or a second champion, like very conveniently without without like making one from your altar, where I think you gotta like wait for like a minute long for like the second hero to come out. So I decided to go to the tavern and try to like buy one. And oh yeah, I almost forgot, like the advantage of buying a tavern hero is like when you buy one, they instantly come out. You don't have to like I decided to go with the Fire Lord. So this hero, he's a good hero. He's kind of like a niche hero. He's very like niche, mainly because like he's only good for like doing aggressive pushes. But the problem is like in the mid game or late game, he kind of loses his usefulness compared to like other heroes. But you know, since I was pretty much badly damaged, I was thinking to myself like, man, I just need to like be aggressive or something, man, because I knew like we were so behind of everything here, and I knew like my teammate, he didn't really seem that great too, so I didn't really know what to do here, man. I was in such a hard place here. At this point, like I thought about like this game was over. Like I thought like they pretty much won here. And to be honest, they could have won. Like if Teal, yeah, instead of like teching, if Teal actually made like the beasteries and he went for like mass wyverns or something, it would have been over. Like this match would have really been like in Teal and Blue's favor, without a doubt. So Teal, he decided to go for another attack on me, because he knows how badly damaged I am, which is a good move, like very smart move. And this really annoyed me. I'm like, oh my god, dude, really? And he managed to hurt me pretty badly. His units are pretty strong. So I'm getting really fed up here. I'm like, come on, man, let's give Teal like, you know, a taste of his own medicine here. I'm tired of getting attacked so badly. Tired of getting like, you know, being low on wood, which is a problem, because I need wood for like, you know, getting all like my upgraded units. So we decided to go attack Teal's base, and this is where I kind of realized like how bad he was. Like he's not really as good as I thought he was. And it's funny, I actually looked up like his account, like his stats after the game. He's like a ranked, what is it, 100 player, top 100 player in like my region. But he really isn't that great. Trust me, he's not really that great here, especially when we attacked him. So this is what's great about the Fire Lord. You can actually like spawn kind of like the fire element, like your water elemental soldiers here. But what's great about like the lava spawns is like as long as they're alive and you keep attacking, they can end up spawning way more. So basically, he's a great hero for like making units without actually, you know, spending resources to make units. And there it is. See, as long as the lava spawns are alive and they're attacking, they're gonna just constantly create more of them. So I ended up killing all of his like burrows, which is like his houses for like his for his like unit supply for Teal. And that's where I kind of realized Teal was not as good as I thought he was. Because a good player, like if you see like a player going immediately for your burrows, you have to like completely repair them with peasants. I mean with your workers. But he didn't do that, so I knew like on Teal's side, see, like he is so badly damaged from like his food supply here. And this is where I knew like maybe we could possibly win this here, because you know, I realized like Teal, he's not really as good as like Blue, while I could tell like Blue was definitely the best player on like the other team for sure. So here it is, we're trying to fight it out. You know, this fight, I couldn't tell if we were going to win or not, but you know, our units were, I mean, my units were very big, because like, look at these guys. I got a reasonable amount of footmen, I got the defend upgrade, so they're completely protected from the riflemen. My teammate, you know, he only has like 2 heroes and a statue, but hey, it's something, you know, he's kind of helping. And that's kind of like one of the fun things about Warcraft 3, like the fights are very fun to watch. I swear, man, like I feel like I should have not won this match, like they should have beaten us. Like if both Blue and, I mean if Teal was like a good player, it would have been over, definitely, it would definitely have been over really quickly. Like at this time, like I think the game would have been gone already. But luckily, Teal was not as good as I thought it was. So right here, they're trying to kill my heroes. Really annoying. I'm trying to send my archmage back. But yeah, I do plan on like trying to make more of these like videos here, because Warcraft 3 is definitely my all-time favorite RTS game, and ever since like Reforged is getting like close to being released, I've been wanting to play it a lot more recently. And it's just amazing, like this game still holds up really well. Like I still recommend like players to check this game out. Like there's still like, you know, a lot of people playing. And all like the players that are playing, like it's not just like the really good players. There are like players of all skill levels. Like you could totally find people that are like new to the game, or people that aren't really as good, and you could totally like, you know, play with them and try to like get better the more you play the game. So right here I'm trying to go for his house, his food supply. So we pretty much lost this fight, but it's okay. I knew like Teal wasn't going to be able to make any units, so I decided to teleport out. I let my teammate know here, I'm out. And he ended up doing the same thing. Smart. So this is a mistake here. So Teal decided to make towers instead of like farms. I mean his burrows. And that was a bad mistake. He literally just wasted resources for nothing. Because he literally wasted resources for nothing, because once those towers are done, he has to create burrows. But you know, he's wasting so much time of not being able to like create units, so he's supply blocked. So after that really good attack, I tell my teammate like, hey man, can you make like a second base? I think I said it right here on the chat, but it probably missed out because I was busy talking. But what is it? So I ended up trying to like keep this little camp here. See, I decided to do the second base here because I don't know, man, like my teammate, he just doesn't like cooperate. Like I don't know why, like some people just don't do what they need to do, man. Like come on. He's getting like a weird mixture of units here. Like yeah, like anybody that plays Warcraft 3 long enough, you could tell like this guy, he's not really helping much here. Even though his Dreadlord is close to level 6, that's always nice. The Dreadlord, oh yeah, I almost forgot. So in Warcraft 3, if you get your hero to like level 6, they can use their ultimate ability, and that can always be helpful. So right here, I noticed Blue was trying to attack Red. I guess he wanted to harass him. And I decided to try to go for a second base here just to get more supplies. And right now I'm in a pretty good situation. You know, I finally got like a reasonable army here after being harassed so badly. is. I was like, oh crap, oh crap. Yep, see, I tried to warn my teammate that I'm coming to help him, and he decided to leave because he's fighting 2 armies by himself. Oh, I almost killed that sorceress. Then I decided to finish up this camp here. See, I told him like the attack blue, we wanted to do the creep camps, and I'm like, that's all good, that's cool. Because these camps are really close to him, but it's all good. So there was nothing to creep, so we just ended up going a full attack on blue's base. And right here, you know, I had a feeling like this was going to be a successful push, and it was. Because, you know, my units are actually reasonably decent now. Red, I guess his army is kind of okay-ish. And right when we attacked blue, my second base was up. So I'm getting double, like, you know, economy here. Double income.
Forces are under attack.
Gold. So that's good. So right when I see the destroyers, I'm like, oh man, we're gonna win this. We're totally gonna win this. And right here, I remember just being completely shocked. I was like, no way, dude. Did we just win freaking... I mean, did I just, like, make the comeback with my freaking teammate here? Because I really thought we were going to lose this match here. So, yeah. Right. Red was trying to, like, go for his heroes. I was just trying to focus on his units. Lots of like death and decay going on here. But yeah, this match was pretty crazy, man. Like I said, I really feel like I should have lost this match. Oh, I did not realize my teammate was going for another expansion here. Not really the greatest move here because this is not really like well hidden like this one is. But yeah, sure, you know. It's always nice to have, like, you know, teammate go for an extra base for more income. What is it? So yeah, this is pretty much over. We pretty much destroyed everything. And I think Red ended up using his, like, ultimate ability right here. This is one of my favorite, like, ultimate abilities. So he's killing all their workers. I'm pretty much killing all blues units. Does he use it? Cause I remember I saw his Inferno. There it is! Wait, no. There it is! There's his ultimate. He summons this freaking guy right here. This like golem dude. And he is really annoying. This guy's very tough to kill. He punches really hard. He's completely spell immune, so you can't use spells on him or any abilities on him. Just really, really like annoying. And he's very powerful. So Blue, he decided to rage quit. He didn't say GG, which I guess, you know, I'm not too surprised because I'm sure he was really upset that his teammate didn't really help him out here. So I could tell Teal was going for Torrens, but yeah, you know, Torrens against like you know, someone like me who have like a lot of experience with this game, it's not gonna work. I mean, Torrens are definitely great for like in 4s. In like 3v3s and 4v4s, but if you're playing like 2v2s and you go against like anybody that has like, you know, any good, I mean that's like an experienced player, they will easily prevent you from getting like these kinds of units really easily.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, what a match, man, what a match. This is what I call like a sloppy comeback, but hey man, it was still fun, it was very intense. You know, I can't believe, you know, I managed to win this match with my teammate. But yeah, expect to see more like of these kinds of replays in the future. I got like tons and tons of like Warcraft 3 replays to commentate over. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one.